ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Counter-Strike Confederation. We are back after a short break. We have an exciting preseason game here. We have the Copypastas versus the Owls, two pretty solid teams based off of last year's results, but obviously that franchise has made a bit of changes. We have different members on the team. Got a pretty interesting one coming down the pipeline, Smokie.
100%. This is going to be another extremely exciting match. I am interested to see how they're going to go up against this one. Are we going to see some aggro? Are we going to see some more reserve play? Are we going to actually check our corners for once?
Yeah, they are warming up on Mirage. I'm not sure if that's where the veto left them, but it looks like they're all in the map. So I would assume that we're looking towards another Mirage here. I'll be sure to verify that with our staff here at the Counter-Strike Federation. But in the meantime, a lot of solid names on this roster. We have Kigo, a very well-known name here in the Counter-Strike Federation community. And then we have some solid names. And I just mean names in general, like Fortune, like Bingus, like Lapuki. I mean, Lapuki's just got to be one of the best names.
You can be my
right next to Bingus.
Teach me how to play Counter-Strike for once, so I won't be so bad.
You want me to teach you how to play Counter-Strike? Is that what you said? I didn't hear what you said.
Bro, I want someone to teach me how to play Counter-Strike.
You just want anybody to teach you.
Anybody.
Okay.
I got like a 0.7 rating in combines.
What's crazy is, what do you like? Where are you at? I don't know where you at. Like, can you aim?
I can kind of aim. I'm mid with sprays. My reaction bad.
Right. Okay. So before you do anything, go deathmatch for 3 hours every day.
Yeah,
you'll be nuts. Yeah, you'll be nuts. And then once you're nuts, you know, after you're nuts with the guns and the movement. Oh, all right. And it looks like we're going to Anubis. We finally fuck whatever we were talking about. Back into the game. Mind my French. We're going to be on Anubis, which happens to be one of my favorite maps to watch. It shows a lot.
The exact same damn thing, brother.
A lot of cohesion with teamwork. This map is all about calls on either side. IGLs thrive
calls
here.
And util.
And util. Maybe not as much as maps like Inferno. However, this map, you know what's interesting actually? This map is pretty much almost the most similar to Inferno. A lot of people don't realize that because they don't think about it because they're like, but there's 3 lanes, but there's a mid. No, listen. At the end of the day, when you commit to one of these sites, it is very hard to commit to the other one without pushing up and taking the space. But unlike Inferno, there's no apps, there's no mid ground, unless you consider that to be the water, which I do. So, like I said, we're basically watching Inferno, but in Egypt. What do you think about that, Smokie?
It'll be interesting to see what kind of strats they pull out, see what they can pull out of their behind.
You ever seen a full rugs push?
A full rugs push?
Yeah.
From CT side?
From CT side.
I'm not. Every time I push, it's out of straight through A main, through water canals, over to dark.
Right, so don't ever underestimate the full rugs push on an eco, okay? Because if they let you get out, right, they're probably already in water, or they're already up mid, so they're going to be looking, they're going to be like, oh, they're all on the side, slow down, and then you're already going to be up mid, and then boom, easy gun, free guns mid, boom, easy retake B, easy fucking round. I mean, just an absolute... I think it looks perfect. It's very bright, but it looks cinematic. Sorry, we're communicating with our staff currently. We're getting ready to fire this one up, and it is looking absolutely good to go. Bingus is just running around right now, and I love that name. I'm not really familiar with a lot of these players, though, but, I mean, I'm excited, and it looks like we're going to be starting here. First round coming your way. We should be phasing in. Can they see? Observer, sir. Looks like round's going to be starting with a knife round. Choosing a side here is very important. Inferno leading one of the highest T percentage maps in the game. Smokie, I'll let you go through. Look at these swings.
Absolute brutality. And it's going to be 2v1. Oh, and he gets him. He's going to see if they can stay on CT. They're going to stay or swap.
Now, I believe that this is one of the biggest power moves, right? Let's say you're a team, everyone knows it's a T-sided map, especially in play
100%. Yeah.
where you're consistently calling, and I mean this is high tier play, so you're gonna choose the right side. But look at what they chose. They chose CT side, right? I'm pretty sure.
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like you want to play this because on CT side, at least, just to like get the calls down. It's a preseason game. You want to get your calls down. You want to set up defensive lines. You want to sort of gel with the team. You can see here, Bones and team are going to push through water all the way through dark. Brew Crew pushed through B main, and he's going to swing back. And oh my goodness, Sway with a double on the dualies. Absolute insanity.
I think we just found out why they chose CT. I mean, an early pistol round success. Oh my god, Lapuki's a freak with that Glock. Look at the absolute annihilation. He was already around the corner when that one hit. I don't know if that's CS2 or CS who, as Lapuki's trying to survive, but it's not going to happen.
A valiant effort, I'll give Pookie.
You
got one.
Indeed. And I mean, hey, I'm not against the canals push into water, but when you lose bomb and B main and lose that only other flank opportunity, you let all those players look straight towards E-Box. And that is a problem which was thoroughly shut down by Sway with the dualies. Now we're onto a buy round, and they are buying large. A lot of util to work with. A lot of people survived.
Yeah, I would have focused at least for me on T's side, getting the bomb down. Even if you lose, you still have that little bit of extra money to go in.
Look at this setup here. Mid control is very important on Anubis. Once you have mid control, it opens up the map. But look at Fortune. He's an absolute...
Fortune with the double on the MP9. That MP9, man. The MP9. It's one of my favorite guns in the game. Because even if you shot for cash on CTs, even if you lose the pistol round, if you had that money just to smack around and get it, that could be the difference between losing the eco or not.
And you know, it's just that Austrian engineering. I mean, let's just be honest. Just what a versatile platform, you know? Are you a weapons guy?
I do, but I'm more of a Milsurp kind of guy.
Oh, I see. You're more of a, I got an M1 Grand in my box.
I do have an M1 Grand.
Of course, yeah, I fucking knew it. Okay. Read you like a book. I wish I had an M1 Grand. Anyways, let's focus on what's at hand here. A great round, a shutdown entirely, but it was a full save, which means we're going to have a chance here. We're finally going to be seeing why a T-sided rifle round on Anubis is a scary, scary bad.
Very scary. Kigu with the...
Oh, no, it's instant T-stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an instant T-stairs. Very nice, actually. I like that. I'm stealing that.
As you should.
I will.
Looks like Fortune is going to be, pushing heavy out of Amy. Bingus chilling over in rugs. CV waiting for the jump out with the spray. Not quite there. Both getting lit. Bingus going to go ahead and mag dump and fall back. I don't blame him one bit. He's going to go ahead and give that call out to his teammate. Swapping over to mid. Sway doing that little pinch maneuver with Jogun. Just creeping over B main. Bones also at mid. Making sure they don't poke too hard over the T stairs. Oh, just a pitch. Oh, and he gets him. Came over and K go on mid, and then you're just fighting for his life over A spot, and it's going to be another absolute steamroll.
A steamroll by the opposite side, mind you. A phenomenal rifle round. The control has been displayed by... I actually don't know if it's Copypastas or the team as. I'm actually not sure which one's which, to be completely honest. However, I do know one thing. That was a great round. They tried to take middle control. They did. And then after that, we saw way too much aggression. There's a point where you got to pull back. So Copypastas are going to be the CTs, and the Ts are going to be the Owls. The Owls have a very solid T round there.
Yeah, that was just complete unit cohesion, and Joe I'm getting a little pick over here. And they get traded with Pookie. Pookie can fall back, try to get this push out of here. It gets lit up a little bit with that molly, but he's gonna hold his own.
That is great calling from whichever the IGL is right there. Slow down, guys. Slow it down. They're there. They have the response, but guess what they don't have? They don't have util. No more mollies. Just 2 flashes to work with, and you're not in positions to really use them here. Brew Crew can't support his teammate from there, but he's gonna fall back. This is good. This is actually very solid work. This is what you want to do. A decoy is an interesting one, but it might work.
Fake him out with a flash. Fake flash.
Oh no, this is crazy. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Being taken down Cure. It looks like Kago's just getting to fall back. I don't. Kago and Brew Crew. Honestly, I would say you could push this, but it's gonna be a tough retake, especially with the smokes.
You're gonna have to
Brew
play
Crew,
around
go
the
for it.
op here if you do
Yeah.
want to open this up, and also you're gonna have to wait on smoke, so you're not buying yourself a lot of time. Look how many kits they have on CT. That is another very important factor here. But Kigo is walking out. The spray almost finds its mark. It's gonna be a save, Smokie. And I mean, hey, this is going back and forth. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but we're losing a lot of. I mean, this Copypastas team is losing people early in the round, and on Anubis, it's a death sentence, much like Nuke. If you lose that spot, you cede so much space.
If you lose that opening pick as a CT, it's I don't want to say it's game over, but
I mean,
you're
it
playing
depends
at a
on where you
very
are.
specific disadvantage. Yes,
But yeah.
100%.
But I mean,
And
they're playing it to
then-
perfection. They're baiting out the util. We saw the T side slow down. They didn't commit. They don't overcommit. This is clearly a very reined in team. They know the plan going into it. Seems like the conversation on their side, it must be solid. I would love to know who the IGL is to have a little bit more insight, but I'm not sure who that is. Kigo though. Right, so on Copypasta, it's Kigo, but on Al, it's unknown, as far as I'm aware.
I was going to do a heavy stack on B, which is Kigo. I don't blame them, just considering how heavy-handed they've been, specifically on this B site.
Interesting decision to have the op where it is instead of E-Box, right? You have your op working towards middle at this close angle. It's like, okay, why is my op here, you know? But
Oh, they're gonna read them like a book. 3 coming in. Oh, maybe not. Oh, they do get the kill onto Kigu, and they're just gonna go straight for the plant.
this is a save. I hate to say it. This is such a tough retake. A is so hard to retake.
Yeah.
And especially when you don't have control. Oh, look at that. Look at the bombers. I mean, in an ideal situation, you would have had them go mid early, but
yeah.
they're going to sit here and be mid, and they're going to save.
I would say it may not have been a save if Brew swung out just like a second before. Maybe he could have caught him off guard and got the double. But because of that, they're just going to have to tuck their tails and just take it to the chin.
Taking it to the chin, indeed. Looking for the cure, trying to find their fortune, and seeing if they can sway this game in their favor. Did you like that?
I loved it. Jogan over here, peeking towards T-spawn. See if he can get a couple exits. I don't blame him. He's got the angle. Might just be waiting. No, he's gonna push. He's gonna push hard. He's gonna come up to 3 CTs. He might not like what he sees. Oh, he's not gonna like what he sees.
Right into the
Fortunately,
crosshairs.
up. And they do steal away that AK.
They might be able to get this op here. They might just get this op here. Oh, they find an AK. Oh, almost the op.
And more trades.
Look at that, and it falls apart. I hate to say it, but if your round's going to end like that, you only get away with that op, you might as well have just gone for the 4v5. Not a lot of util to go for it. It didn't work out. And in hindsight, I mean, you know what they say. Hindsight's 20/20.
100%. I feel like they could have. If they're gonna play defensive, especially on after round picks, you got to be a little better than that. You're giving away too many CT deaths.
This is tragic. I hate this call for them so bad. Look how much space. This is a default for water. This is very classic for high-level Anubis gameplay. You take control of water, and then you figure it out. You just splice it up. They're baiting out A right now, but look, there's nothing up front. They get it for free because there's only one player, and he's on half on one of the worst positions with no support, no util. He has nothing to throw.
And there's only one rotate. There's only one rotating. They're going to have bomb down, and there goes the op.
The hero op falls flat. You're not playing around it, and that's what's going to happen.
Brew with the spam on the Zigo. Not sure what he's going to do with that, and he gets taken down. But being a might get the double. Not quite. Traded with Jogan.
Jogan's having a solid game right now. 5 kills on the board. Only 3 deaths. Only 2 rounds lost. A lot of momentum shaping up from Owls here. And we know the Owls are solid players. They had a really deep run. Good management. I'm not sure if it's swapped, but I do know one thing. They are showing force here on Anubis.
I do like Kago being able to save the op, but looking I don't want to say it's looking terrible. It's still 4-2. They have 2 rounds of CT. It's not the worst thing in the world, and it's not like they're getting completely steamrolled. But I do think that they should have had at least one more rotate and leave it on 3-2 on A site, especially with how aggressive they were pushing.
Yeah, I mean it's a hard call to make, but if you're going for a 3-2, you're just it's a gamble. At the end of the day, it's a gamble, and it didn't work out. It's an eco round gamble, but I have to comment on the positioning of your op yet again. Right, you have all of these guys with pistols. You have a very aggressive T side that's hunting even early in the round. I mean, we see a lot of discipline, but here we go through mid, Smokie.
Oh, Kigu with the opener, didn't spam through smoke, not quite get a double. Brewcrew's gonna go ahead and secure that second in the bag against AM. That walk through the smoke, both teams are trading util. I don't like that call. I don't like that call with T just walking through, especially with, I think it was it Bones? He had his back turned.
So
and he was first one out.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to assume that I think they missed a molly, because they tried to molly that cubby, and I think he missed it, which is why he felt safe walking through, because they had mid window smoke. And look at this by Brew Crew. He's in just such a shit spot here. This is completely
Play might get this though.
Yeah, and this aggression has gotten punished twice now.
Pookie is on an absolute tear with this. Oh my goodness, absolute shutdown. Bingus getting dinked.
Bingus did catch a dink through the smoke, I believe. And that's just tragic. And they've actually shaped this into a round that's winnable. But it seems to me, look at this owl falling right into Kigo's trap.
They go 1, not quite 2. Jogan with the trade, and they're going to go straight into B. Pookie, oh my god. Pookie has been such a playmaker for this game. Oh my goodness. From the mid punish
finder, without a doubt,
to the B main push. Goodness gracious! Here I was thinking that Copy was going to be able to get a little retribution for this, and instead they would just keep getting shut down. And I don't want to say it's because of all mistakes. Some of it's just
2v2 situation though. I mean, it's not over by any means, by any factor of the imagination. But Brew Crew going down there with the Jogun is not looking good. Fortune opens up from B main, knows that the other player is in E box, goes for the smoke. Molly bounces off, finds one angle, but can't get the kill. That is tragic.
That is
no time. Oh wait, no, it's Pookie one. Yeah, what? Little confused. And hey, I mean, what a round. I think honestly there were 3 times during that round where it went either way. I was feeling good about the T's, I was feeling good about the CTs, and guess who came out on top? Owls, yet again, showing their stride here. Round 8 of gameplay.
Looks like they can go a little aggro over on the B main.
Something I like about Kigo that I'm seeing a lot is he has a lot of confidence. I'm not sure if you're noticing this. There is not a lot of fear.
Kigo and Pookie, they're playing fierce. They're playing with adrenaline pumping, and I love every second of it. But I was gonna go in for the entry. See he pokes in. Oh no, and gets punished by Fortune with the off. Joking the shit with Pure.
These trades are
just
good.
One after the other. And then
and if you're gonna hit something.
Bingus is just picking up the bomb. What is going on?
I'm not sure, Smokie, but if you're going to hit A and you're going to walk 3 through B main, you're going to try to split, you're not going to want to leave that bomb for C spawn.
You can make just 1v1. Not quite. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And it's just it comes down to trades at the end of the day. They traded out, but it was only 100%. Kigo left, and somebody, yet again, the early pick made by this Owls team comes in and just swipes it away from Copypastas. But let's take a look at this kill spread here, Smokie. Fortune is the designated opper for this Copypastas squad. 8 kills on the board, performing. Everybody else seems to be performing by kills alone. Just looking at ADR splits, looking at the way these guys are playing, I'm guessing the headshot percentage, all their stats would indicate that this could go either way. It is coming down to a hair. I guarantee you this might go the distance. We might see OT in this game just based on the way these guys are playing. 2-6 doesn't scare me. Look at this. That's an insane punish. That game sense is fascinating.
To the double, and Pookie just once again punching through this Fortune trying his own fortune through the mid and just coming up short. Shogun going to go ahead and take that for the last kill, getting Owls another dub on the board.
I don't even know what to say about Lapuki there. I mean, walls, honestly. Havak. Someone check
I'm
him
going to check
PC.
this computer. Check his PC.
Check him PC, please. I don't even have words for that. I mean, you can assume that someone is going to peek that, right? But the angle he sprayed it at, whatever.
Pookie and Jogan are both 10 and 5 apiece. Absolute insanity.
Yeah, I mean, 2 performers, and we see a lot of support from the rest of these players. Bones is very reserved. Look at this lurk through mid. That's crazy. I mean, we're talking about confidence. Walking in dry A main, 3 stack. They're playing a 3-1-1 setup, and I think as soon as they sniff that out, if you're a proactive caller, I think you're going to figure that out. And I'd like to think that it's probably AAM or Bingus that's calling. I'm not really sure yet. It has not been verified.
Yeah, at this point, Owl's going to have to lick their wounds and just try something fancy. Maybe not so fancy. Little A push, see if they can
Well, I mean, the door's been open for you. You know that 3 are on A. You know that one's going to lurk toward mid, so you probably have 2 mid, right? So you know that if you can isolate this fight, Heaven or Default or wherever he might be, for this case, it looks like he's going to be Heaven. They're going to know that util's out, and this is on, Smokie.
This is on indeed. Okay, who's going to go ahead and fall back a little bit towards the camera. Give him a little peeks. He's a little peeky. And now the util's coming in. You're going to go ahead and try to counter util with him. More peeks. Fortune taking down Jogan, and it's all up to Am and Bingus. Bingus just surviving by the skin of his teeth.
Kigo in a great spot here. Could easily lurk through. It actually would favor him, but he's just waiting.
Oh, he gets one with Sway. And Fortune, once again, punishing those just too afraid to look him in the eye. My goodness gracious.
And, I mean, a 3rd round on the board for this Copypasta squad. I hate to say it, but Kegu held that round together. I don't know why I hate to say it, but it shouldn't have happened based on what we've been seeing. Yeah, so Kagu just held it together.
So Kiago
just really brought it there for his team and brought it to 3-7, closing up this scoreline.
It should be a 2-8. It should be, but honestly, Kegu held that round like a rock. Oh my goodness gracious.
Tungus really held it together.
Tungus, good lord.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
Absolutely punished by Am, and that is just absolutely disgusting. You're gonna see a quick util and a quick push. Fortune absolutely destroying Am. Jogan trading with Fortune, getting the double on Cure. Okay, we go ahead and take that off, and they might save this.
And they took that round personally. They took that last round personally. I'll tell you that much.
Another punishing jab from Pookie. My goodness. He is all over the map, exploiting their weaknesses. He's reading them like a book.
And now Brew Crew.
Left in the clutch. Still an AK.
A 1v4 situation.
It's one. Oh, not quite 2, but good try. Good try. I'll give him that much.
Give him that much indeed. A 3-8 scoreline. Now, listen. It is Anubis. It is a T-sided map. I would happily walk away with a 4-8 half.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I feel like 8-4 is something you can very easily bounce back from CT going to T.
Yeah, we have a pretty solid spread here. No one's really underperforming. It's coming down to the pure gameplay. We're seeing consistency across the board. Just bad decisions are being made. So really, if they can isolate these issues, figure it out by the end of this half for this round, and it looks like no change have been made. They have seeded a 4v5 every round up until this point.
Bing is just getting disrespectful with it, tossing the op outside after getting that 1 pick. Kira getting his kill on AM. And looks like
you see where that kill happened? Am I the only one that sees in the middle of B side? So okay, might a little crazy. Maybe we're getting a little crazy now. Maybe we're feeling ourselves a little bit too much here on the Owl squad. As Sway is holding T stairs at 1:14 in the round. Mid is completely open. Why are we holding T stairs?
This is a mistake. Kegu and Copy, they have to fix this now.
Oh, and it comes down to your A anchor. Oh, just shut down. Oh, no. Still possible. Sway would have to prove a lot as he walks through the angle.
And he's going to get taken down. Cure takes it AK. He's going to have to pull some magic out of here. Tosses some util and... Okay. Gets one.
Yeah, it's a start.
Oh, no.
He
He eats that nade, though. He's going to get down. Brought down. He's only got, like, what, 7 HP? And check every single corner, and it's to no avail. A 3-9 scoreline at the end of the first half.
A great half.
The Owls, Pookie and Jogan, my goodness gracious, 12-6, 13-7. I cannot stress enough, these guys are the playmakers.
Yeah, no, they definitely brought that round together for Owl there. I mean, without a doubt. But I want to take a moment just to talk about the discipline. They earned that half without a doubt. We saw a early pistol round seeded over to the Owls, and now, I mean, things fell apart. I mean, they got one round. They got one round in the regulation of their half. So after that pistol round is what I'm saying. So, I mean, Copypastas really got to bring it together here. It's definitely possible. It's been done before. I believe they have the skill to do it based on what I've seen, but they are going to have to stop making these small mistakes. And speaking of mistakes, I'm not going to sit here and act like Owls were perfect. I mean, without a doubt, this could go the distance. We might even see maybe a reverse sweep in the making here. They can get back up to 9. At the end of the day, this pistol round is where it comes down to, Smokie.
I 100% agree with you. It's been very back and forth with some of these rounds. Neither of these teams have been perfect. Bones is going to go ahead and get a little antsy over here, peeking out on B main. He picks one. He gets one. He gets dinked.
A lot of damage found. These Glocks can take a lot of space very quickly and punish. If they were able to get this pick on A. Look at this push through water, though. This is not looking good for Kigu.
No, it is not. Oh my goodness,
That's huge. That's huge. That's huge.
And getting the can he get a triple? Not quite. Oh my goodness, Cure getting that trade.
AAM is a absolute demon with the USP. But this bomb's going to be going down. Look at Bingus, though. Oh, he saw him.
He's got the rush. Oh no, the swap back and forth. He's still going to get it. He's still going to stay alive. Cure on Jogan, and oh my goodness. Bones with the 1 HP clutch. Can he do it? Is he going to try it? He's close. He's going to
1 HP, Smokie. But you only need one bullet to make your name be remembered.
They're going to hear that.
And he missed one.
Oh my goodness. Nope. Yep. There it is.
Tragic. Tragic.
Like
is the start.
A start of a comeback. And like we said, back and forth rounds. That was anybody's game.
I mean, how many rounds does it come down to an absolute hair? Specifically, a nose hair.
That's pretty specific.
Smaller on average. Kigo is very proficient with this util. He knows what he's doing. He's very clear, but it also seems like he's a lone wolf. I don't see a lot of cohesion with him and his teammates. If he is the IGL, he is trying to make it work for the rest. They got to know a plan here, but look at this push out of mid. Shut down by Fortune.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Fortune taking a big chunk of his health, and there goes Kigu killing Jogan, and they're going to go for the entry over on B main, pushing out of Dark, and he gets a second one over on Pookie. Bones getting taken out by Brew. Am getting punished for the drop down, trying to do something a little cheeky, and access denied.
Cheeky it might have been, but I mean, a little bit of aggression with trades, backing up in a pistol round is always a good idea. And Eco,
yeah.
I mean, we saw a little bit of cooking. It just, nobody was in the kitchen. As we are looking at a 9-5 half, a pistol round and a Eco 1. This is the round where you set in stone your momentum. You show to the other team that you have what it takes to get the job done. Skigo is now looking towards taking water control, but solo. I mean, something we're going to see, Smokie. Oh, look at this.
Oh, more mid-aggression, and oh my goodness, the double. Brew and Sway just absolutely taking names. They're going to push, they're going to do a little pinch for A. Pookie getting shut down through sewers, and I want to say he almost had his util out during that, biding his time, trying to wait for just the last second for the push. And now it's up to Bones and Bingus.
It's going to slow down. This is a great round out of the Copypastas. starting to bring it back together here. Owl is going to be forced into a save. A 2v5 is inconceivable, especially with the amount of util you have. Now, granted, it could be done, and I think Bingus and Bones are possibly the combo to do it. However, look at this peak from Bingus.
Yeah.
How do you get dinked there?
He's about to get swung out. Yep. Bones is going to punish Sway for his little over-aggression, but at this point... Oh, okay. There's walking through his molly. See if he can get the quad. Okay. Oh, and then
Bones,
punish towards the very end of the game.
Listen, if you got a guy that you want to put in a save situation or a 1v, you know, just a turret, just playing him down. I just found out who your guy is.
That was at that. Yeah, you lost a round, but
Yeah.
the T should not have let that happen. That's more bank in the that's more bank in the pocket for CTs. Even though they're gonna looks like Pookie's gonna come out with a Nova.
So typically, you're actually more worried about what happens to the T's there. The kill reward's one thing, right? And that's cool. He got a couple extra $100. But what you lost was about 3,700 with armor and AKs that you can't get back, and that loss bonus is going to replenish.
That was what 3 players after bomb had expired.
Yeah, I mean it's not what you want from a hunt, but if you got the kill, then it technically is still worth it. But they've carried this gun. Wait, they carried it in the next round. Where is it? Did they give it to Joe Gun and he lost it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Jokin getting absolutely
Or no,
demolished.
did Bones die at the end of the round?
No, Bones did die.
Oh, he did die. Okay, well then, no M4. Kigo
Kigo.
finds one.
Kigo and
What
Brew
is his
both
name
finding
again?
one.
Kigo.
Kigo.
I'll get it one day. Just like Nighty.
Bones and Bingus. Dare I say, play for a pick and just try to get a rifle out of this.
I actually really like this. You have 52 seconds on the board. You're looking for anything. And Cure's actually going to find it in 1v1 against Bingus. And now Bones with a Deeg. Leaves a lot of questions. A lot to be desired, but it was an eco. I mean, there wasn't a gamble, but I mean, this is unlike your Mirage eco, right? Where you're not worried for Wagyu. We were a little worried about them getting it done on a default. This team seems to be very, very confident, and it's a complete change in polarity.
Confident, structured, discipline, checking corners.
I mean, just discipline in general. We see the team
100%.
slow down when they need to. They feel it out. They're communicating clearly. Everything is checked here. Every box is checked. Your mid taken care of.
Even now, it's a 1v5, and there's still Sway takes on Bones. I don't blame him for trying to get the ninja on it, seeing as they were all just about to leave anyway. But even now, like, Owls are still dumping util. They're still playing the site, making sure that it's on complete lockdown no matter how many CTs are left alive.
Yeah, without a doubt. And this is an absolute display of momentum. This is going to be the first real gun round, though. We have a full buy from both sides. This is where you would have a chance. You lose this round, you're putting yourself into a pretty deep hole here, and you're going to even it out.
I'm excited to see what Pookie can do with this AUG. Good old-fashioned
into 2 players up close. The AUG is not what you want for the job.
Oh my goodness. He gets one. Sway and Am both swinging out and getting trades. And look at all the Joke and Bones. Oh, it's coming through the smoke. Sway's going to get Bones. At least one.
Sway's a little worried about another one being there. He's so confident.
He heard them both. So they know there's 2. Oh, almost whiffed it, but got Sway. Thank goodness. A little bit of extra spam through smoke just to try to catch a couple more, and he's just going to lick his wounds and keep the AK. 1v2. All good. Sends the beautiful slide in through to A site. And that's going to be 8-9.
8-9 indeed. This has been quite a comeback. If only somebody called a potential reverse sweep.
If only.
If only I put money on it. I will say one thing I have noticed about Kigo is he is a very, very, very good lurker. This guy, this actually might be one of the best lurkers I've seen in this league.
Oh, absolutely.
But I have not
seen
that
lightning
much,
in a bottle. He's lighting in a bottle, and his game sense is just off the exactly where to go, when to go for the alert, so that he doesn't get caught out and he can chip away at their defense. Pookie and Am both with MP9s, whereas Bones and Bing is going to take just pistols.
They've given up water, which is interesting because they're not watching rugs, they're not watching stairs. And that's something I'd be worried about, especially with the level of control we've seen, which makes me wonder. Okay, and they've dropped down from mid, so that's understandable. They're going to split B here. This is an absolute B split, so Bones is going to have to go crazy.
Let's see if he can pick up this weight that this team is laying on him. Oh my goodness, that's what they need. And they get 2. Bones gets 2. Kigu with Bingus. Fortune taking down Bones, but the rotate is in effect. Jogan getting 1 with Fortune.
That's so huge.
They haven't even planted. There goes Cure with the bomb.
This is when you would fight, right here. When you isolate that 1v1.
He's got to swing this. Oh my goodness, they didn't see
it. He doesn't need to swing it. No.
Oh no. Am and Jogan with a brew. Oh no, and he whiffs! Absolute steals. Nerves of steel.
You got to give that one to Bone. Being pressed in that situation and finding two with a 5-7 and a deagle against this stack, a B split. I mean, I hate to say it, but Lapuki pushing their advantage for really no reason there. The push wasn't there to meet. There was no crunch in effect. I mean, that one kind of fell apart there towards the retake. But I think they have, or sorry, not Lapuki. It was whoever came through E-Box. Whoever that was.
It might have been Kegu.
Yeah.
Or Kego. Cure being aggressive towards A-Main doesn't get punished by Pookie. Pookie's now up 1v3, and on the waterfall, he's going to try to match himself in the smoke. They're eating
Such a bad spot. Such a bad spot to be in right now.
Oh, and he's still alive, and he gets another kill. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Oh, Fortune trading with it up. Brew is going to go ahead and take down Am through the smoke, and Jogan, you're on Am. Now Brew is lit. Oh my goodness.
Jogan's a beamer. Jogan is an absolute beamer.
Oh, he's taking out Fortune. It's all in Brew. 1v2. He gets 1.
He knows. Oh, that's so risky. Tragic. After that display of skill, nonetheless, I mean, it's going to come down to the... I mean, these rounds just come down really to the last player every single time, without a doubt. This is a great game to watch, Counter-Strike Confederation. I hope you're enjoying this preseason game, and this is a good sign of what's to come later in this season, without a doubt. I cannot wait to watch a best of 3 out of these 2 teams.
Do not be surprised when we see these guys both play each other in the playoffs. Calling it right now.
Calling it right now.
Calling it now. Preseason, game 1. If this is the Counter-Strike that we're going to be seeing throughout this entire regular season, it's going to be brutal and it's going to be tough.
Well, this will be 1/6 of the Counter-Strike you're seeing, and the rest will be absolutely enjoyable because I hecking love watching every other tier. It is so entertaining, and this B is locked down, but mid has been given up. This call has to go through. You've got to know that your E-Box is absolutely scary, but no information coming out from A means this is going to come down to this fight, Smokie.
100%. They're going to keep throwing down Utilver in mid. Jogan getting a little hair shaved off of him from that AK, and he's going to go ahead and try to molly and push him back off a little bit. And I think it's Kegu with the push towards Dark, and they're going to open up a can of worms over here on the B side. Bones trying to... Oh, he might catch him with the Util out. Oh, and he does! Not fast enough. Brew Crew pushing up that towards mid, and they're going to open up mid to B site. They can't go through here over from mid to B. They are. Pookie's waiting for him. Might get done, and he gets 1. A nasty dinker. But now he's going to rock in a hard place, and he gets punished for it by Cure. Oh my goodness. Am and Bones up here. They've got to clutch up. Oh, and there goes down Am. Bones, dare I say, has to save this. He might be going for an exit, going for a peek. They haven't planted yet. And now they'll be planning. Right in the smoke, trying to get 1 or 2. He gets 1 and not quite 2.
That's
That will
gonna
go
be
to
the
Brew.
round. Yeah, that's going to be a 9-11 scoreline here. They're bringing it back from the brink. A possible OT still in the making here. We are seeing Copypastas fight tooth and nail, bringing this back. I mean, keep in mind, this was a 3-9 half. Now looking at a 9-11 scoreline. Never forget.
Never forget. CTs are forcing up. Looks like a little bit of util throwing more.
It's not a bad idea. It actually
I'm not against it either.
Yeah.
Close the game out. Got to shut them down hard.
Especially if you're confident, but it could backfire.
Fortune watching Dark with the op. He might not get takers. Bingus might get a little overzealous and push this. We'll see. Nice. I like this slow down from side. I do like the owl slowing down here. Just no need to rush. It's not match point yet, so you might as well take your time, feel the defense out, especially if they think that
They're
forced
waiting on that
up.
mid smoke. Now they're boosted
Yeah.
on top of it.
There we go.
That's a scary smoke. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of closes your options here. You have nothing pushed up B. You're playing for them to push out. And look at this. He's going to A. They're making the gamble. This is going A. His
Yeah.
Bones is relocating here, but no movements. They are playing so passive, and I actually don't know why. You have 30 seconds left. You're starting to work up mid, but you have 2 players investigating.
Somebody come back to fight him. And it does. Absolute punishment from Am, getting Brew Crew and Sway. Oh my goodness. And he's able to fall back with his life. Fortune and Kago pushing through A main.
That's a huge pick out of mid. That opens it up right there. That Molly pushes him out, and now he can stick, but Cure has to be there to clean up from half wall. Otherwise, he's going to peek and take him right here. Cure finds another. Cure is bringing this round from the brink.
He's only got 16 HP. He's got to know someone's still up on heaven.
Oh
my goodness. He's got to reload and swap to his sidearm. Oh my goodness. Kago with the rifle in hand still.
He hears it.
Oh yeah, he's got this.
Oh my gosh, what?
He's pushing?
Kigo's a freak. What? I hate to say it. Kigo is a freak. That is the most aggressive. He's cheating. He's better than me, so he's cheating. I just don't. I can't even think on the same level as this guy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, Smokie, but this guy is to push through A main with such certainty that this player is going to rotate specifically from the position he was at, which is on stairs, all the way deep heaven is crazy. That is just, I mean, you're so big brained.
Bro's walling.
I hate to sit here and glaze, but I mean, that's insane.
Double setup on the A main. Keiko going to go ahead and push on Molly, try to keep him from pushing, getting him a little aggressive, looked to fall back themselves. Sway pushing up for more mid control. Looks like they're going to rotate. CT's going to rotate to A again. Almost takes his head off with the scout. Not quite. Pushing towards me.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Kago with an absolute nuts entry against Bingus. And there goes Sway with Am. And they're just punishing.
Wow. 2 solid rounds.
2 solid rounds. Not a man lost on this.
I mean, and Cure brought it back from the brink just so they could come in this round and just lay it down. Look at the... What? Sorry, so they could lay it down this round. Lay it on them.
Lay it on like a grilled cheese sandwich. My God. That, and the thing is, that is from like a defender's position, that is almost like demoralizing. Like,
yeah, I mean, I would be shook right now. Honestly, we haven't seen a timeout. Yeah, this is a preseason game, but I'm trying to win. I need to show that this team has what it takes, right? This is a good start. This is how you get in your enemy's heads early on. Jogun finding Sway through a smoke.
That's going to be punishment for pushing through mid.
And where's your support?
Pookie might take over this mid for him. Bones still hanging around dark. Fortune might catch him with this op. Might see the knee. Oh, with the util out. Not quite. Oh my goodness, and he misses. Bones with the double. My God, and that's gonna shut down this whole advancement over here. Here picks up the bomb going through mid. It might push through mid now towards the A.
Take a look at this eco, though. They need to go for this. It's very tough, but you have a clutch maker like Cure. You have Brew Crew, but they are just playing a little slow. This is not a great position. You have two flanks that have been open. You've left A main open throughout this entire round, but not a lot of information. Yeah. Something we see from AAM is very stoic A defender, which is smart. But clearly, someone hasn't been watching the film. Someone hasn't been really reading this team because they do not push
Joker about to get the double on this. Not quite. Cure gonna go ahead and trade Joker for Brew. Kills Brew.
$100, 1d5 clutch.
25? Oh, not quite.
Didn't shake on it. Didn't shake on it.
Dang. I'm driving your house next time you call that.
All right. Well, I'm never
Match
calling that
point
again.
On CT. Let's see if the Copypastas can come out with this on top.
They brought it back here. To let it go now would be an absolute terrifying result. I will start screaming. If this goes to OT, I am streaming our observer's active position. That is all I will say.
The words. You're taking a little peek towards A main. Not gonna go for it, but he's gonna test him a little bit, test the waters.
Though. So much pressure the entire game. Kego is so in control of the mindset of these players. I can't see an outcome where they don't.
I love his lurks and I love his peaks.
Look at this
He's
setup.
The perfect
Look at the
balance.
setup for mid. This is perfect. You have the perfect B setup. Now, this would be the round. You cannot throw it to Bingus or Bones, but you take down Bingus, you take down Bones, you take down Owls.
My goodness gracious. Brew with an absolute monster. This is going to be a tough one. And Pookie and Jogan.
Free retake. You have 4 lanes to approach the B side from, but you're only choosing 2. You would have to trade out perfectly. You have a smoke stopping you and an op with no support. Finds one, can't get another. Cure finds the kill.
They're going to do a delayed swing. They get one on Kego. Sway behind. Oh my goodness. And
ladies and gentlemen, the reverse sweep was found, but yet it is not over. OT has been found. Owls versus Copypasta. This might be a preseason game, but this is cinema.
I was going to say this is Counter-Strike, but, this is cinema.
Yeah, I didn't shake on it. I didn't see a shake.
I'll have to take your $100 in skins. Thank you. No, thank you. You got to buy me dinner first.
They're all sand dunes. Yeah, it's tragic. Wait, why don't they have a delay generally?
Getting a little aggro towards over A, man. You can see she's going to poke out. I see a double. They're going to flash him out. He's going to get none. Kego. Am and Kego trading, and Fortune just going to go ahead and shut down Am on that. Bingus towards mid. Oh my goodness, and Fortune, an absolute monster with the op. Saving his own hide.
Yeah, this is done. This is done. So you send 2 out A main, you immediately know. If you're an Anubis player, if you play this map, you know how much of the map you just opened up. You either got a split site, or both of them are on B, or both of them are in mid. There's really not much to it. But when one walks out Canals immediately after losing A main, doesn't trade out, gets picked by the opper, this round's over kaput. You're not going to save your NOT. Hopefully, you set yourself up. I mean, Jogan does need to save here because that little bit of util is so huge. But Fortune with an absolute performance there.
Oh, 100%. He made this round his. I'm not against the CTs being so aggro towards A main and then towards mid canals, but I don't know. I feel like they were just missing something.
The problem is you're walking into an op and an AK, and no smoke. You had a good flash, but it was too early. I'm not sure if you noticed.
Yeah,
the flash went out.
It was just not in time. He was able to recover.
I think they were cooking. But the stove was not on.
Cooking heat was too low.
Interesting nade there.
Doors. Bruce going to push towards mid. And Jogan is going to hold this on his own. See if he can understand for their aggro. Getting faded out. And Jogan's going to take one. Can he take two? Not quite. Sway's going to get Jogan, but he's going to get traded by Pookie. I like that. I do like that call. Now this leaves just Fortune and Cure to come up with a plan. See if they'll push towards A main now. Walking their way through water.
Finishing on A here is an absolute stellar decision. It's much like Vertigo Vertigo as well, but Vertigo B, Inferno B, and Anubis A. You're having trouble, you're down men, isolate the fights, 2v2 situation, and a hard retake to have, and especially when there's only 2 ways in. Easily covered by an op, and look at that.
Pookie gets him.
Get traded, no way.
Pookie again making a round saving clutch over here.
Yeah.
Getting the double to close it out. My goodness gracious. Tying it up at 13 apiece.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, Cure is an absolute clutch machine, but on an entry where it seemed like the lights weren't on there. A little late. Saw the kill, didn't react. Something was missing, maybe looking at their map for some reason, I'm not sure, but
yeah,
this is going to be an interesting round to seal the fate of whatever team makes it to 16 first, as we're heading to a second OT. How many OTs can we have, Synthronix? 2. Reason. Okay. So 2 OTs possible. Look at this. AAM and a phenomenal off angle.
I like this off angle. He's going to get 1. He's going to get 2. Not quite. Oh, he's in the smoke. He's going to go for the blind.
He's so smart, but he blinded himself.
No, not quite. Jogan getting a molly kill on Brew. It's always fun to see. Slay holding the off angle towards camera. He's going to get lit up. Bingus got him. Bingus gets the double. Could Bingus carry this out and get the triple to do the round? Oh, no. It's going to be Bones taking down Curie. It's going to bring it up 14-13 in favor of the Copypastas.
14-13 half here on Anubis. A phenomenal game. Man, I've said phenomenal like 20 times, and now I'm going to start saying fantastic. Chad, I hope you're enjoying this display of skill between these two teams as we head into what could be the final rounds of Counter-Strike here on Counter-Strike Confederation for today. Owls trying to finish this one out.
Let's see if they can. They're on T side now. I feel like if they play super aggressive, they can slice through this defense like a hot knife through butter. They've got this. Away with an immediate pull out from B main. I feel like he was going to try to do a hard swing and then just realize, nope, I'm not going to go anywhere with that. Pulls away with his life, thankfully. A little bit of spams through the smoke just to dissuade any peeks and pokes.
A lot of util, but no picks found.
No picks.
He's going to deny that. Oh, no, that's not good from Labuki. Sway gets away with his life. They're walking into a stack here. You really got to slow down here and open up this game. You're at 1 minute 14. You're waiting on a smoke. The question becomes, how long do we
And they just re-smoked it.
Yeah, I mean, this is Anubis. You got 3 players, you got 3 smokes. And with 2 left, 1 left on the B bomb side, I mean, we're looking at the last 20 seconds if they do want to hit B here, which it looks like they're committed.
They're definitely committed. Sway's got to hold this angle towards Dark as well.
Wow.
Knows he's there. And he's going to not quite get him.
That's
by the skin of his teeth.
That might be it. That might be the reason.
Bomb's going to go down. Fortune and Brew going to have to clutch this one up.
You're just in such a bad spot here with that op.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's like the worst angle. Oh my goodness. Fortune and Brew both taking one down. It's all up to Jogan.
Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Just when it was all looking grim. Brew Crew and Fortune come out huge. Bingus not playing plat where he probably should have, but it backfired entirely as he gets taken down behind pillar.
That simultaneous swing, oh my goodness. That simultaneous swing, that was peak.
Game sense
That's
right
peak
there.
retake.
And that's gonna really bring this into contention for either team. Whoever gets 15 first, though, that's where you're gonna be looking for an advantage here. We're finally neck and neck on the precipice of the penultimate rounds of this game. Automatically, Fortune's going to know that there's 2 players up mid. He saw that flash and he heard that molly. So he knows, hey guys, they're mid. So you're seeing a rotation come through. Looks like Kigo's actually a little worried about B here, which is actually a great read because every time they've challenged mid, I've not seen them do one A split except very early on.
Fortune's getting a little aggressive with his Zog. You might get a
Look at this.
little bit more
Look at
than
this walk up.
Oh my goodness. The absolute double op trade.
Yep. And that's why you that's why you have an opper right there.
Oh my goodness, the timing on Bingus. He might get punished for this, and he does.
And he's ready for the A split too, but that's not where this bomb is. And you just pulled 2 of your players off.
Oh no.
Now Cure cannot respond fast, and it's all on Kigu, who is now committing. This is
Kigu's
tragic.
coming with Cure. Oh my goodness. No way.
Is tragic. I hate watching this.
Oh, they're falling back. Oh,
No,
now the util comes in.
But look, you're cut off, and you've lost the site for free. They know where the players are. Oh, they all just ate that flash.
They bought the time. They didn't. Kigu, Pookie, and...
Oh, my God.
Oh, my... Oh.
How did it work out in favor?
They didn't push... They did not push to the molly. If they did, they might have gotten it. But as I think it was Cure tossed... I think it was I don't think it was a molly. It might have been a molly, but I think it was just a CT incendiary grenade.
No, I mean, Kigo saved that round, without a doubt. That flash sealed the deal. They would have had a little
100%.
bit of time to catch both of them out. But when you have 2 players in E-box and nothing on that B side, I mean, there's just a timer, a natural timer for a lot of these guys, especially when you've been playing this long. Yeah, hey, they're not A. We got to go back. And, oh, there's a molly. Oh, there's 3 players at B main. But there's nothing else going on. No one's up mid. Look at this off angle for Bingus. This is actually a very common peak, but we haven't seen a lot of aggression. Look at that flash, though. It baits it out. And little do they know there are 3 players and a bomb out here as they start to aggress, actually.
Fortune taking down Bones for the first early pick. Jogan gonna get a little aggressive on Kago. Oh my goodness, and they get traded with Pookie. Brew gonna fall back. Toss him flash. Toss him util. Get his guys over on A site. And they're gonna commit for the push. Fortune biding his time, pulling back.
That molly's perfect.
Perfect.
Comes down to this shot by AAM.
Oh, and he misses it. Valiant effort. Bingus taking down Cure, but it's going to be that faded 2v2.
Oh, beautiful for Bingus. That's practically a pre-fire here. As Fortune left in the clutch to save this round for his team, to save a second overtime. It comes down to this, and Lapuki's going to get the job done. A 15-15. And it looks like I was lied to. Blame Synthronix in the chat. Hunt him down. Make it a witch hunt because I was lied to. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your game. A tie. And from the start, a 3-9 half found by the Owls. Thrown away into that tie. And that is just a phenomenal game of Counter-Strike found in the preseason of Counter-Strike Confederation.
What a game. I feel like this was not dominated by either side, much like our first game. It was very back and forth, even in between the rounds themselves.
I hate to agree, or I hate to do it, but I have to disagree with you. I think this was dominated. I think this came down to a few rounds that were easily winnable, but other than that, across the board, and I mean this, across the board, this was Owl's game to win, without a doubt. There were so many moments, so many rounds. Specifically, I mean, right there at round 29, we saw it right there. Just a lost position, 3 T's stranded in A main, and somehow we lose the A site there. You know, it makes you wonder. Sorry, not Owls. For Kigo to finish out. I mean, that's the round to finish out, and they had it right. But another thing that we're seeing is like Kigo is constantly providing impact, but he's not a fragger. Look at the kill spread on these teams. This is not in regulation, obviously, but we have 24. You know, we have across the board, great kills. Kigo's not even on top, but all I saw from Kigo was impact. So, I mean, it makes you wonder why is this team not winning? What is it coming down to? And round 4, round 2 even, or not round 2, round 1 of the game. I mean, these are all rounds that came down to the very closest little itty bitty tiny scrape of everything. And I mean, a phenomenal game, no doubt. But I think without any conviction, I would have to say that should have been ours to take. Sadly, they did not get it. But I mean, a tie is, you can walk away from a tie. I got that, Smokie. Don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am MaldingMike Smokie. Smokie's first night was Smokie's casting for the first time tonight. Sorry. Be sure to give him some support. He did a great job. I really appreciate everyone coming out. 30 viewers in the chat.